Alright, this week's tip of the week, we're going to be talking about shoulder hypertrophy, or building up shoulder muscle mass. So a lot of the ways in which we do that, it's we either use dumbbells, barbells, cables. We could use a lot of different apparatuses, but the main important thing that I want to stress with this week's fit tip of the week is different angles in which you could take them at, and then also looking at different angles in which one works different parts of the muscles. Alright, so with the shoulder we got three aspects. We got anterior, which is the front, medial, which is the side, we have our posterior, which is the rear delt. We're going to focus just on shoulder press this week, and then next week we'll dwell into some other different angles in which to work out rear delt. But we're going to focus first on anterior and medial, front and side. So we're going to use dumbbells. The most commonly exercise that people know is a shoulder press, right here, taking it to the front. Let me get a better camera angle. People normally focus on their elbows going out and pressing straight up right over their head. Now when they do that, that's going to focus more on their anterior, their front medial delt. They're able to lift a lot more weight doing that way, just by doing this way, but it does not work the medial delt. Okay? So in order to get the medial delt, I normally like to use a barbell or a straight bar right to here. And if you notice, my elbows are relatively in versus my hands. Now, with that range of motion with my elbows, it's going to allow my medial delt to work a lot more and also keep the traps out of it. Because a lot of times when people do lateral raises, they tend to do it to the side and they incorporate a lot of upper trap. In order to decrease that, you want to either go at about a 45-degree angle, keeping your shoulders down and not using your traps, not by doing this, but pulling back, holding it, taking it to the side like this, or one of the very common ones that I like to do is using the barbell, like I was showing you earlier, getting a relatively close grip with your hands, bringing your elbows in, and then pressing right over your head. Now if you notice, my elbows stay in the same track. They go up in that same track and down. Okay, they don't pull out. Alright, so when you're focusing on that, keep your belly button in, abs in tight, elbows in, and press straight up and down. Next week we'll talk about how to work out the rear delt and focus using motions to focus on the rear delt.